Hello and welcome to Arguing Ever After. I am Luke, and this is the most amazingly costume-decorated wife of mine, Amber.
Hello.
Together, we are the Lord and Lady Who Lock Horns,
The Count and Countess of Contention,
the Duke and Duchess of Disagreement,
and the King and Queen of Quarrels.
We have been together since a little before the blockbuster hit came out featuring the daywalking vampire Blade.
In this entertainment-only podcast, we will bicker about all things, big and small, and the audience gets the say on who the winner is.
We are not relationship experts, but we are pro-level arguers. We will debate lots of things on this podcast, many of which are submitted by you, our listeners. If you have an idea you want us to talk about, send it to us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
Perhaps this completely unscientific method of letting the masses decide who is right can help solve your argument before you even have it.
And so here we are at lucky number sweet 16?
Sweet 16.
Not lucky.
I don't know. It's not lucky for me.
Well, I don't know if it was lucky for me when I turned 16.
Yeah.
Did you have a sweet 16 party?
No.
Okay. Is that a thing still?
I don't know.
Well, we get to find out in a few years, don't we?
We will. We will.
For you audio listeners, I just want to tell you briefly what you're missing out on. Because first of all, it's still spooky season.
Still spooky season.
And we're deep into it. We're on the fourth one right now.
Fourth and final.
Sadly, the fourth and final. I mean, we'll still talk about stuff in the woo-woo category, as Amber calls it. But we've been, putting on different types of clothing that's, related to spooky season. And today, we're fully in our Halloween costumes, which is the Lord and Lady Who Lock Horns. We have horns on.
Yes.
She's got this fly lordess, duchess, countess looking dress with a big wig with the tall hair.
Lordess, is that a term?
I just made it up.
Okay. I didn't think so.
The she-lord.
Yes. yes. And you come very decked out as well. I think this is the most glamorous I've ever seen you.
I'm level 10 glam right now.
Yes.
I have what is this called? A puff? No.
Is it a cravat?
No, it's a neck. What's it called in that ghost show?
I don't know.
Poof? What does he call it? I don't know. Anyway, it's this little neck thing, and it's like a poofy white thing. And then I got little sleeve poofs too.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. And there's a lot of
gold lace.
A lot of gold.
And gold buttons.
And maroon color pants and the vest. And I'm feeling very fancy. Oh, and I also have hair, which is great because I don't actually have hair. So, although it makes me look like a judge from the 1700s, because I got a ponytail going on, if you can see that, I'm saying I'm feeling very good today. Yes. And Amber is, man, the horns are a little weird, but everything else, I'm saying you are smoking hot today.
Aw, thank you.
At that.
Thank you. The Victorian makeup was very interesting for me. Not Victorian. Baroque.
Elizabethan?
I don't know, somewhere in there. I'm not probably accurate to any specific time period.
We
but
did put horns on.
What? They didn't do this?
That's not period accurate. Maybe they did it like a masquerade ball.
I'm sure they did.
Horns and a little mask.
Why wouldn't
we could have got masks.
There's still time.
There's still time.
Yes.
Anyway, so here we are at episode 16, and we have our announcement of new states, territories, colonies, countries, etc. What do we got?
Yeah, well, we picked up some new states, which is really exciting because, we've been kind of wondering what would happen while we were gone. Obviously, our last episodes were recorded, kind of back to back, so we didn't know who was coming. But we got California.
Oh, the big one.
They know how to party.
California.
Yes. And South Carolina.
Oh.
Yes, so those are two new states. But we also caught a new country.
Uh-oh.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago?
Tobago? I don't know.
Maybe either
it's
one
probably
is right.
Tobago, and I'm saying it Tobago because I'm such a Minnesotan.
They probably have an accent, so we're saying it wrong regardless.
I'm sure, but,
Is it Caribbean-like?
I don't know.
Like Jamaican-like? Like Trinidad? Is that...
I didn't actually listen to how they spoke it. I suppose that would have been a wise move.
Okay. I had a friend growing up in grade school whose mom was from Trinidad.
Well, then
Maybe that was before. Did they combine at some point?
I don't know, but they are two separate places.
They are.
But they, for whatever our reasoning is, they are grouped together. But it is Trinidad and Tobago. That sounds more reasonable than Tobago.
Yeah.
But man, do I sound Minnesotan when I say that?
Tobago.
I'm not trying to insult anyone. It's just how I talk. Sorry.
And in tradition, each time we gain a new country, I give it the old college try, which is funny because I didn't graduate college, but I did go briefly. I give it a try to say hello in that language. Now, their language is English. And I would guess also maybe Spanish. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. A lot of the Caribbean has some Spanish in it. But the greeting from there is, "What's the scene?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I want to know. What's the scene?
I think we're the scene.
We're the scene.
Yeah.
We are.
That's what
but we're not in Trinidad and Tobago.
But we are with the advancement of technology right now.
If they're watching us right now, they are for sure going to tell their friends, even if we totally biff it, they're going to be like, look at these two costumes. Out of control.
Out of control, for sure. This
is our best, I think.
I think so. And we usually do have costumes that are themed and all of that.
We go pretty hard.
We go really hard. And when we were talking about our costumes for this year, I was like, we kind of have built-in themes.
We do.
And since we were wanting to do spooky season, I was like, we need to give them a big show for our final spooky season of the month.
Yes.
And so here you go.
Here we are. And then briefly, I just want to apologize. We've had some technical difficulties today.
Oh.
So if our sound is a little worse, it's because our microphone died. And, sometimes you can't predict these things. So we'll have to work on getting a new microphone set up. But we'll do what we can to clean it up in editing.
We're in the market for a new one. So if you happen to know anything about podcast microphones, maybe drop a comment.
Let us know.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it. So... like we said earlier, we we had done those recordings because we had been on vacation. We've said that in other episodes that that's what we were doing. And we went.
We did. And we Halloweened so hard.
It
was the Halloweeniest Halloween. This might rival Salem, maybe.
I mean, like...
Salem maybe felt more Halloween because the whole town was spirited.
Yes. But we paid to be in all the Halloween places this time. And it was really, really fun. We had gone to the new Universal Epic Park.
Epic Universe.
At
Universal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And the reason we'd gone there, as we've said before, was because we wanted to visit the Darkmoor monsters.
Yep.
And we went and did that.
We did.
And my daughter and I did some really fun face makeup there.
For sure. You guys looked amazing. They had do a thing where you did makeup to become a monster.
Yes.
And they both did like Frankenstein's monster theme, and it was on point.
I would highly recommend if you go to Universal Studios and you're planning on going to Epic to do that experience. As far as theme park things go, I think it was really, really reasonably priced if you just did the makeup. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have done the whole makeover because you're buying costume pieces and... but we got it done early in the day, and they were touching up our makeup all day
for free.
Yeah, so it was great. A really cool experience. Unfortunately, I will give the addition or the park. The park itself was beautiful.
Yes,
most beautiful park I think actually of any of the theme parks down there in Florida, in my opinion.
I agree. The scenery of the whole of the park, which isn't just Dark Universe.
It's definitely not
4 separate lands, and they have a new Harry Potter park called the Ministry of Magic, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a France-based Harry Potter, which looked amazing.
Yeah,
they all looked amazing. And then they had the How to Train Your Dragon Island of Berk, Land of Berk,
Isle of Berk.
That was also supremely well done.
Yeah.
And then they had, I don't know if it was Nintendo World or Super Nintendo World, one of the two, but I'm going to just call it Nintendo World.
Yeah.
And that one was, I think, the most immersive because it was very Nintendo-y.
Okay, so let me ask you something, and it's not the big question.
Of course not. Yes.
What would you consider, because I'm not as much of a gamer or at all, what would define it to be Super Nintendo versus Nintendo for you?
Well, the games themselves.
Okay. Like, what's Super Nintendo and what's Nintendo?
It was super rare.
Like, is there different characters? Like, the whole thing is Nintendo, but Super Nintendo
No, they had,
is...
I mean, like, well, so in the, well, that's two different answers.
Okay,
it's one
sorry.
question for you, and I'll try not to bore you, so I've got about 4 seconds, so
You do.
bear with me.
Yeah.
They both had the same characters carry through from Nintendo to Super Nintendo, but the games were redesigned and better and different. So they still had the Mario Brothers and Donkey and Diddy and Zelda, but they like updated the graphics and they made it look better and they changed the story. But they did, of course, as they do with every new game system, add new games. So I don't know what they were. I'm not that much of a true enthusiast, but the ones I like got better.
Okay.
From Nintendo to Super Nintendo.
I'm recalling it being called Nintendo World.
It might be.
So I think that is... I bet they just kind of were like, yeah, everything Nintendo. I don't know. So, yeah, that was... There was a lot going on in that world.
There was a lot. It was a high intensity.
Super hard for someone like me that is clearly overstimulated easily.
I don't know if that's clear to the listener, but
no,
it's
I
true.
mean, but to me, it's clear. Like, I don't know what it is, but if you have too many things going on, I'm just like, just shut up, everything. Like,
I did that earlier.
Color
today.
turned down, sound turned down, noise, people, like just everything. And maybe I could just be in a nice quiet room. I don't know. So, yeah, you did that earlier today.
You need a quiet room because earlier today we were going to school conferences and I was just yapping away.
No.
And she goes, shut up.
Yeah, because I was trying to park the car in something and you just kept shouting at me. I was like parallel parking, you're shouting. I'm like, that's not helpful.
I wasn't shouting.
You were shouting.
I was animatedly talking.
I know. I mean, like, you weren't mad shouting, but you were yelling, whatever it was. Like, turn. And I was like, you've got to stop. You've got to just let me do this and concentrate. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry that I was too much.
Yeah.
I clearly was too much.
Yeah, it was
You
hard.
have always been this way.
Have I always been this way?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, you're still you. It's all good.
that's good to know that I'm not, like, changing.
And
But
I'm usually not that... I was very animated. I think it's because I felt like I was in a hurry.
yes.
And I had just had some caffeine. So maybe,
Well, so anyhow, Nintendo was just a lot for me. After I'd already been to a couple other parks. Maybe not. I mean, like, the inside, like the Celestial Park was gorgeous and calm and, like, just lots of greenery and water features and... Like, not necessarily calming music, but certainly not the do 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 do.
I'm so excited that you just nailed that.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Was I right?
For sure.
Oh, look at me. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyhow, it wasn't that incessantly because that's what it was doing in Nintendo World. Right. And so I kind of always felt like I was hurrying, but I know that was a huge draw for you. And our child also.
I didn't know that was going to be the one I liked the most. I mean, I think, like, I'll say this, and I don't care, because I'm sure a lot of people have said it, that I think Universal stopped too short on the other 3 lands. Like, they all looked really cool, but I feel like they could have done more, like, stores and shops like they have at their other locations, and more places to eat like they have at their other locations, and... I don't know. It felt like they didn't go as far as they had at their other places.
I felt Burke was done.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
Done really well. And I think the set for the Ministry or whatever, I think that was good. But it wasn't filled in. Like, it wasn't fully, it wasn't fully realized. Darkmoor, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Universal monster lover.
Love
It was too small.
Too small. Yep.
And I talked to several people about it, and everybody, like even employees who are not supposed to have an opinion, were like, yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So while it was really fun and I don't know if we hadn't have gotten those makeovers, if I would have just been completely bummed out.
But the makeovers were on point. Also, we had the bonus at the end of the day.
We did, thankfully.
Where we ran into and got to do a character meet, greet, and picture with the Invisible Man.
Yes.
And then, to top it off, with the Monster and the Bride.
Our favorites.
I mean, yes. And they were great.
They were good. Now, the thing that I will say about it was I thought the ride that I went on, the Monsters Unchained or whatever.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was really good. It was essentially the story of Dracula fighting, I don't know, some crazy scientist. Doesn't really matter. Honestly, it does to somebody. But
well, it sure does, because it was Victoria Frankenstein.
Okay. Fighting against I don't know, a calmed Frankenstein or something. So that whole part, I was like, meh. But like the Dracula part of the ride and the animatronics was really good. Yes. And I'm one of those, if rides are too spinny or, gosh, I really have issues, don't I? If rides are too spinny or too jerky or too much of lots of rides, they love to put the video screens up.
Okay, Goldilocks.
If there's too much of that, I'll get motion sickness. I guess I'm just a touchy person. I don't think any of that stuff used to bother me.
Just right.
Just right. But this one was just right.
Yep.
And it was really fun. And it was really cool to see kind of the vampire stuff in there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And I guess, honestly, that's what we're going to be talking about today.
It sure is.
Not just our fun vacation, which I'm sorry we didn't bring you all with, but check out our pages and you can see all of our...
We did earn some new followers while we were there.
We did. This was kind of a challenge I had because I'm not always the most outgoing person.
That's true.
But I decided that I was going to tell people if I got into any conversations about our podcast to try to drum up some new listeners.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure we got some new listeners because I was able to look and see where people have, states that we already had, the new cities, and I was like, that sounds like the person I was talking to.
Yep.
I told several people, and our daughter told one person.
I told a few people.
Yeah. And it was just really different for me to purposefully engage people in conversation.
Yeah.
Especially people I don't know and not for business. Well, I guess technically it is a business reason. Not making any money in the business, but
Well, that's fine.
This is our hobby business.
Clearly it's a hobby. Look at us.
Well, this is, okay. I'm going to say the costumes are good. It's just a matter of what our decision is. We do costumes every year.
We do costumes every year, but this one is next level.
Yeah.
The other thing we did while we were in Darkmoor that is also vampire related was we ate at a place called Das Steakhouse.
Yes.
Because that's super German.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
I don't think it's steak. Fleisch? That's probably right.
That's meat. Yeah, that sounds right.
And house is house. So Das Fleischhaus would have been maybe actual German.
And that would have sounded better.
It would have.
The Flesh House?
Right?
Whoa.
Anyway, the decorations
Universal,
in there.
Change it. Call us up because we deserve some money on that.
That's what I'm saying. Just some royalties maybe.
Yeah.
Like a cut of the restaurant. But they had in that restaurant some very good vampire decorations and art.
Yes.
And like fake sarcophagus stuff in the walls, and that was very well done.
I have been a little fascinated by vampires most of my life. Ever since I saw the original. I don't know if it's the original, but one of the early black and white vampire movies. Not the very first one that is silent, but
the silent one was Nosferatu, I think.
Yes, that was
with Count Orlok.
I'm sure I saw it, but I was not as into silent films,
right? And
I'm probably still not, but I really do appreciate that movie now, and like just thinking about all that they had to do because they didn't have what we got today,
right?
There
wasn't like a green screen and digital imaging, and But
did you know how they made like women's lipstick, like look black and stuff back then?
No.
They used green. Green lipstick. Green makeup.
You've worn green lipstick before.
I have, but that was for St. Patrick's Day.
It's true.
So, but it's just really, so anyhow, I think I recall that so much when, I wish I could remember his name, but when he came on screen and like there was he can't be seen in a mirror type of a thing with the woman in the bedroom, and he's just like sitting there with his hands hunched over and stuff. And
I think that was 1931 Dracula.
Oh, did you do research?
No, but we were just in Universal and they had a poster on the wall and it said Dracula in 1931.
Yeah.
Same year as Frankenstein, actually.
Yeah. I loved that movie. I mean,
it's a great movie. We rewatched it as adults recently.
Yep. And when I was a kid, my mom had us watch all those classic Halloween or horror, monster movies. So it was
Not
really.
me.
Yeah?
Yeah. We just didn't, I don't know, man.
Oh, I kind of feel bad for your early film life,
I feel bad for you being traumatized.
I wasn't. I loved Dracula, and I thought that he was just it's so fascinating, right? Like the concepts of, being able to, what they call I heard this term and I'd forgotten about it, like true blood, the glamoring, that's what they call it. True blood.
Yep.
So whatever it is, hypnotizing, like hypnotizing someone and all of that. I thought that was really fascinating. And then the concept of garlic being so scary for them. That was, I didn't like garlic back then when I was a kid. So I was like, same.
That checks out.
Same. I will run away. But I love garlic today. So
it's good.
Oh, so good. And then the cross, like having the cross will keep you safe. But I recently read something, and supposedly the cross only keeps true believers safe from a vampire.
Oh, okay.
So if you're...
that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're agnostic or,
Not gonna work.
It won't work. Or, you have to believe that cross means something. Otherwise, Dracula would be like, psh, get that out of here. I don't care. I don't care. But mirrors today, so like back in the Dracula movie, those mirrors were supposed to be silver.
Right.
And we're very much like silver for whatever. Why do we think silver is so important against monsters?
I don't know.
Because think about
maybe it is
the werewolf, right?
Silver bullet.
Dracula can't,
It's probably all from some book or movie because, so much of what we think about, a lot of, I don't know. I mean, I don't actually know where it came from, but we're not doing a werewolf episode, so I didn't research. That being said, I don't really do research.
I'm kind of curious. I need to do some looking as to why is silver. It's almost like it's got to be considered a holy metal or something.
Maybe it is.
If my phone wasn't being used right now, I would Google that.
But that's fine.
Yeah. So it was just interesting to me back then, and it has continued to be a passion. There have been many vampire things that I've been on board, right? Anne Rice,
Bram Stoker.
Did you know what his full name is?
Tell me.
Abraham Stoker.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
That's okay. I don't even think that's weird.
Well, I was like, why? I was shocked. I was like, why didn't I ever come up with that would be what is short for Bram?
It's a fun little twist on Abraham.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like if my name was Abraham, I would
like
tell
Bram.
people it's Bram.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
None of this Abe stuff.
Yeah, that's so boring.
And Bram makes people think of Bram Stoker's Dracula, epic book.
Yes.
It's been remade into, I don't know, dozens of movies at least, probably.
Well, and he did
the epic one would be the one where Gary Oldman was the vampire.
I don't know who Gary Oldman is.
He was Dracula in Bram Stoker's Dracula, the movie.
I'm thinking of Gary Coleman.
Not the same person.
No. What you talking about, Willis?
That's different.
That'd be so cute, though. It can't happen now.
That would not be cute. That would be no.
Yeah, it can't happen now. Like what you talking
what
about?
I want to see. Because there was one where Sir Christopher Lee, the legendary, may he rest in peace,
I don't know
played
who that
Dracula.
Is. I don't know who that is.
Christopher, what?
No, I know who Christopher Reeves is.
Oh my goodness.
Superman. I don't know Christopher Lee.
Would you recognize it if I told you he played Saruman the White Wizard in The Lord of the Rings?
I know who that is. Like, I know who Sauron is.
Bumping your...
Oh, am I messing up my horn?
That's Saruman. That's him. Sauron was the evil lord. Saruman was the White Wizard.
Okay, I know who that is, and then I couldn't put him in anything else. It's like people become the character, and then I can't see them as anything different, right? Like
I currently have brain stuck on Lord of the Rings and Dracula, but he did so many movies. And real life story, the guy, he fought in World War One and World War II for the British. Both. And then he was like a knight, and then his life story is absolutely insane. Yeah.
So, of absolutely insane life stories.
I don't know.
For the current concept of Dracula that we have today.
Okay.
There was a lot of research done to write that book. And Mr. Stoker was like, I want to find out about the most gruesome person in Europe and use them as my archetype for a vampire. And so he did. And that's where we've got the concept of Dracula today. That
like Vlad the Impaler?
Yeah.
But he was so he used the real person.
He's a real person.
He used him, is what you're saying.
Yes, as his inspiration. And he's even more messed up, I think, than actual Dracula.
Well, maybe. Except, the eating of people and whatnot.
He did way worse things.
Well, sure. I think most of our viewers probably know at least some of the story of the real Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, he's pretty awful. I think I would prefer, if I had to hang out with the two, I'd be like, give me Dracula all day.
Instead?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he could also glamour me. That's true. I wouldn't know him.
You'd just be like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah, I'd be like, whatever you say, Dracula. But, I feel like if I were to meet Vlad, I'd be just screaming. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so long as you weren't the enemy, that would be important.
Yeah, but he wanted to go to, where the current or most recent home of major vampire lore was. That's why he went to Eastern Europe, and he's like, cool. Apparently, I think Transylvania, right?
Right.
I don't know if you think Transylvania, but I think Transylvania.
Well, that's the made-up place, isn't it?
No, there's a real Transylvania.
Okay.
In Romania.
Oh, right.
But, originally, at that time, or at some point, the big hub was in Russia. Really? And I can't remember. I remember that the term vampire sprouts from a Russian term, which I could not state to you.
Right, because it's in Cyrillic. It's in the language. Yeah.
Whatever Russian is, whatever. That. Yeah. So, so if you hear that, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense where vampire came from.
Okay.
The term vampire, but the concept of vampires have been around since Mesopotamia.
Well, okay. I believe it or not, I did a little research.
Oh.
Who do you think the oldest or first representation of a vampire is?
It is Lilith.
How old is that?
The beginning of time.
No, I mean the story.
The beginning of time.
What do you, no. I don't mean in its mythological form. I mean when it was written in real time.
When it was written in real time?
That's Bible stuff, right?
No.
When it was written?
No, because Lilith is not a part of the Bible.
Okay, when was it?
So it was before written history. It was an oral history. And then it was put into writing when they're like, cool, here's and I don't remember the name of the book or how it goes. But Jewish folks, their oral tradition was put into a book. So there's 2 Genesis books. We do a lot of talking about religion for 2 people who don't have much real knowledge, experience. But anyhow, that's where it originated, the first vampire.
Beg to differ. I feel like I have a decent amount of knowledge and experience in religion.
Okay. Great. Now, where do you think the first vampire came from?
Well, as we would loosely define it, not as its current sort of quote unquote modern day with the whole blood sucking fangs and whatnot. Sekhmet from ancient Egypt, 5,500-ish years ago. She was either the daughter of or appointed by the sun god Ra to punish humanity, and she was a demonic goddess with the head of a lion, and she would eat and consume the blood of and the parts of people.
This is very interesting because we spoke about all of this about an hour and a half ago.
Well, about 30 minutes ago is when I found out. So
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, the internet, for
I'm so proud of you.
Coming through in the clutch.
So, okay, well, let's talk a little bit about history. What else did you learn?
Oh, now you're thinking I did a lot of extra research. I really didn't, but I read that and I was like, okay, well, that checks out. Sekhmet. I've heard the name before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but
you know what it means? The powerful one.
Oh, okay.
It's another thing I learned about Sekhmet.
But so when I was doing research as to why people thought, vampires existed and things like that, it has to do with, honestly, early childhood deaths and frequent deaths going on, not just with children, but like if there was a new plague or a new sickness, they're like, gosh, somebody in our family, and it would be like family people that they would always be worried about. They're like, they were evil, they did something wrong, and because they were evil and did something wrong, God was like, poof, you're a vampire.
Whoa.
So when they were dead, just in case they had done something wrong, this was a huge thing. And actually, as late as 1850, people were worried about their family being dead vampires here, even in the U.S. But
that checks out.
They would do that's bonkers.
Well, wasn't Bram Stoker's Dracula written in like 1817?
Yeah.
Do I have that right? 71?
So the hysteria of vampires continues, and most of the time when you see the height of it, it's when there's been like large sicknesses.
It's probably I mean, this is one of the reasons that I demanded we have an episode about vampires is because they're like probably the most, I would say, prolific and pervasive topic of monsters or demons or like, because I bet I couldn't even tell you like how many movies have been made. No. If you just said even in the last 100 years, which really is the start of movies,
right,
to now, I bet you there's hundreds of vampire movies.
Oh, I would be shocked if there weren't. Yeah.
And I would not say there are hundreds of pick any of the other monsters like from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. There's probably I bet in the 20s, 30s, maybe of movies. Same thing with like, I don't know, werewolves. There's more about witches, maybe. But yeah, I don't know, man. Vampires are like a big deal.
I don't know. Well, I mean, in the concept of being undead.
Right.
And people were like, dude, like if your child died and, you're like, well, we got to go dig up Uncle Marv.
Uh-oh.
And take a look and see.
What happened to Uncle Marv?
Well, he's most recently dead. And just so you know.
So is he a vampire? That's what we're worried about?
Yeah.
And we're digging him up.
We're digging him up.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to dig him up. And
poor Uncle Marv.
Yeah, I know. It's real hard for the guy. But he's not. He's kind of hurting our family, so we need to do this. So they would dig him up and they would look at these people. And now today is a little different because of the embalming and all of that, right? Uh-huh. But they'd be bloated and gassy and stuff like that. And they would be pale because they're dead. And the concepts of long fingernails and hair, when you die, your stuff continues to grow. So, but they would look at them.
Not forever.
No, I think forever.
No.
I don't know. Until those things, I mean, it's a really long time. So they would look at them and they're like...
Really? They get like the long, curly, weird...
I don't know if it's curly, but...
After you die, if you're in a coffin, you keep on growing fingernails?
You do.
What?
I don't know for how long. It must be at some point, the stuff. But, I mean, think about it. It's just... Up. It's not messed up because nails and hair are just dead skin cells. And you're just dying them continually.
But if you're dead, your body is no longer going through the process of living and dying. It's dead all the way.
Well, you know what? What if you're a vampire? It sure isn't.
I guess.
Yeah, that was their thought. They're like, this dude's clearly well fed because he's bigger than he was when he was alive.
And he's got a huge fingernail. What about the fangs?
And he's gassy and he's smelly.
You don't get fangs when you die.
I don't think they were looking for fangs because the sucking
fangs,
of blood is not necessary to be a vampire. The sucking of blood, right?
Well, in modern vampire lore, it certainly is.
Yes. But they would do all sorts of things to trick these people. They would do things like they thought vampires were, I don't know, stupid or something. Our current theory is, they're very smart. But they would be like, cool, let's just flip him over.
Just turn him over?
Because then when he's back in the ground, he's going to crawl his way and he's just going to get deeper into the ground.
They thought the dead people were going to crawl into the ground?
Instead of crawling up, yeah. Sometimes they would put spikes. That's where the original spike was. Because they're like, well, if he tries to crawl up, Uncle Marv, he's just going to get the stake
in his
through,
heart or whatever?
Yeah, that'll happen to him. So that's
I did read about the stake through the heart, that the only way to kill an original vampire, so not a created vampire, is using white oak as the wood.
Oh, very specific.
For the stake.
So that wouldn't be very helpful if you're from like Africa where white oak is not native.
It wouldn't be. You're not killing Sekhmet.
No.
In Africa.
No. Well, how could you?
Can't be done.
Another thing they would do to trick their family.
Okay.
Is apparently, this is really interesting correlation. They believed that vampires were like obsessive compulsive. So they would be like, cool. They believed that vampires had to count things.
Oh, like, is that why they became Count Orlok?
I don't know, but I mean, if I think of this and along with Count Von Count of Sesame Street, it actually makes sense. But they'd be like, cool, we're going to throw out a bag of rice. And the vampire won't be able to come into our house because he's going to have to pick up every grain of rice and count it. I
wonder where some of the, now that I'm thinking about things, because you said stuff that people had a superstition about vampires. I wonder where the origins of the mirror thing is, or the sunlight thing is, or the garlic, how those came to be.
So, no one.
Oh, and how about the whole, they can't come in unless they're invited?
I couldn't find that one.
Oh, well, tell us about what you found, because I didn't.
With the sunlight, it's that they never saw them during the day.
Because they were dead Uncle Marv.
Yeah, dead Uncle Marv never showed up during the day. So clearly dead Uncle Marv can't be out in the sun.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a kind of a logical, illogical, but logical.
I got a kind of messed up thought just happened in my head. What would happen if, and I imagine there's probably some sort of a funeral director person that might know, if you took a dead body and put it in the sun, does it get a sunburn like a normal person, or does it get it way worse? Maybe that's where it came from. Maybe someone put that Uncle Marv up on the surface, and then he turned bright red in 10 minutes. They were like, oh, he's a vampire and he's allergic to the sun.
Yeah, I don't know.
What if you can get mega sunburn when you're dead?
You know what that answer probably exists because of all the cadaver research that happens.
We're going to find out after the show because I want to know.
All right. Well, sounds good.
What else?
Oh, gosh. I mean, those were kind of some things that really stuck out to me. And when you look at today, again, the silver thing.
What about the mirror?
Well, the mirror has something to do with silver. And I think that's maybe where I kind of went and I found this other thing about the counting thing. And I was like, that's hilarious. Here, clearly, let me throw out some matchsticks. And you're like, can't get in that door because I got to count them all.
Safe.
Yeah, I don't know why they would even think that, but it was just a lore, and people would do that to keep their families safe. Did
you find out about do they have to be invited?
No, but I did see that in some places they felt if you carried your dead out of the house feet first, they would turn into a vampire.
What?
Yeah.
So you got to go head first?
Head first, apparently.
No vampire.
Maybe.
Man, this is crazy. So this is a thing that's been forever.
Forever.
Maybe that's why it's one of the biggest stories.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It's just interesting how it's been adapted because then today you have the glitter vampires, right?
Well, that's just one story. Well, but what's cool, I think, about current, maybe it's all, but current vampire stories is vampires are basically super powered. They can fly and some of them can turn into bats and they can they're super strong and they're super fast and they got, I don't know, all these cool
But that's all newer.
Trance.
That's all newer.
I mean, I don't like the idea of the sucking of blood.
Yeah.
But I do. There was one story. I think it's the glitter story. Anyway, our daughter likes the glitter story. And one of the things they can do is they can feed on animal blood. I was like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think
that's not too bad. Because we already eat animals.
Yeah. Well, there's a difference, I think, when it became entertainment.
Well, sure.
To like fear, right? So during fear, they were scary. And once they hit entertainment, well, what sells? And they're like,
sure.
Let's make them romantic.
Oh, and pretty.
Know? And and extra powers.
And glamoring.
Yeah. So I think that's a lot glittering. Of it. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun things to dig into, especially at this time of year. It's fun every time of year. I certainly have my favorite versions of Dracula or vampires, and hot take, it's not going to be Team Edward or what is it? Edward or it's
that
Edward.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm. That's not where my favorite vampires come from, but I think I just might be a little past that craze.
Well, we did learn that we might both have the same favorite vampire.
Yeah, but that would...
It's semi-cheating, but it's...
It's not that it's necessarily my favorite vampire. It's just kind of like what powers and all of that would work. I'd have a really... I don't know. If I were to pick one, there would be different reasons for it. Like, I don't know. I am thinking, though, but Luke, let me ask you a question.
Okay, and surprise. And so here we are, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Ooh.
In this corner... claiming to weigh in at 125 pounds. Lowered it if you're paying attention.
I don't claim this, but
because she's wearing the dress to prove it.
Okay.
So we got the most amazing. I'm just going to re-describe this costume for the listener because you're missing out if you're not seeing the video, which is on Spotify, FYI.
Yes.
She's got like full like gothic makeup, like Elizabethan era, like whited face, which isn't that hard because you're pale.
Super easy.
But very, very red spot blushed cheeks and a beauty mark on the lip and red lipstick and a tall white wig.
I know, it's like a beehive.
And this fancy red dress with a neck ruffle. That's the name I was trying to come up with earlier. So anyway, that's what she's sporting today, and a couple of horns because, that's the...
Lord and Lady.
The theme of our deal. That's what she's coming in hot with today.
And in this corner, we have Luke. Lord Luke, to be exact.
That's right.
Who also is just so dapper in this outfit. And I'm really loving the horns.
Okay, good.
I feel like it's just really bringing in our butted heads that we were dealing with a little bit earlier today.
We did.
Now, this is why. We are at such a straight up tie, it's not even funny.
Uh-oh, what's the record?
Equal wins and losses.
We're tied?
Tied.
What's the count?
Well, we have 16 episodes.
Right.
We have 3 ties.
Okay.
No. We each have 6 wins.
Dang. And 2 ties?
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's probably still one open or something.
Yeah,
maybe it's like 5. And anyway. Okay, so we're both tied on wins and losses. And ties.
And the stakes could never be higher.
I love that. The stakes.
Yeah.
You and the jokes.
Yeah.
You're always coming with it.
I'm trying, I mean, maybe
Look
one
at
day.
these little curls coming off of you.
Okay, stop. Anyhow.
Whatever, I got a sweet ponytail.
So, my question for you is...
Oops. Fix my horns.
Yeah, fix those.
Okay.
If there were, for whatever bizarro reason...
Okay.
A plague upon the earth...
Okay.
Where half of society at random was vampires. And the other half of society at random, you don't get to pick.
I understand.
Is human.
Okay.
You are allowed to choose your side.
Okay.
Which side would you choose?
This is a heck of a question. This is a heck of a question. So, I just want to say that I don't love the randomness part.
Totally random.
But I mean, I like to believe in my head that I get to keep the people around me that matter. But if I might.
You're right.
I might not. But if I had to pick a side, I'm in the vampire camp.
Why?
Well, part of it is because probably from all of the books and movies that have existed that have told me what a vampire is, there are obviously some relatively significant drawbacks. Like, for the most part, it seems like folks think that you gotta, like, kill and suck the blood of and eat people to survive. So that doesn't sound like the greatest thing. And you don't know who would be part of your crew. So that's another situation that's a problem. But I like the idea of, like, being able to, the other crazy stuff they could do. I like the idea of being able to fly. Immortality has its, like, you know, I kind of like the idea of immortality. It sounds kind of fun because you could get super smart. You know, like you could hone your craft and be, you know, really good at a lot of stuff if you lived forever. So I like the idea of getting better at a lot of things. Like you could get really good at physical stuff, like, you know, certain, I don't know, physical practices, like, and you could get good at, I'm speaking so improper, you could get good at grammar. So I like that. And I like the idea of being super fast and super strong. And there's some vampire stuff that, like, well, what if? Because what if you could still go in the sun and you just glittered?
Can't. Sorry.
Oh, you're defining that. And what if I could eat the animals? That's out too?
Yeah.
The good parts are out. Well, okay, I'd still pick Team Vampire. Because I like the idea of having the powers. And there's this to be said. If it was a 50-50 split and vampires are real, there's really, I don't think it anymore, there's no longer a question of do they have to live in secrecy in the shadows? Because you really wouldn't be. You couldn't be if half society only came out at night, it'd be pretty obvious that there was a difference. And if the other half was food, it'd be pretty obvious that there was a difference. So I think that, like, for those reasons, I would pick Team Vampire. There's some reasons I could see that the argument on your side might be a little better. But I still think the idea of super strength, super speed, being able to fly or turn into a bat, which is technically being able to fly, and living forever, all sound like pretty cool. So I think that's my spot. I think that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I might come up with other stuff because you're going to say some stuff, and we'll see.
Okay, well, clearly this is an argument, so I disagree. I would not want to be a vampire.
That's a problem.
Well, I mean, if you're a vampire...
I'm going to glamour you.
That's how it'd have to work for me to be agreeable to anything. But I'm not going to be a vampire because I don't think I could live with how they live. Okay. Right? Like the concept of having to kill people. If half of society is vampires and the other half is human, we got a numbers issue there, right? Like humans are only going to be food. Think about that. So, and it's
also reproduction. So
sure, but I mean, like, we're going to be farm animals, which sounds pretty awful, but it sounds better than having to eat somebody, right? You know, and knowing that, like, thinking about the concept that I would then be having to eat someone's family or maybe my own, you know, all of that. Like, that's just things I wouldn't want. I don't think I could. I think I'd be a suicidal vampire real quick.
Ooh.
But then the other thing is, so, like, just based on that alone, I could not do that. Also, I don't care to fly. Not even a little. Not even a little.
You don't like heights?
No, I don't. That sounds pretty terrible. And really, you're saying you wouldn't have to hide, that you could live out loud. But, I mean, if it just happened like that, I think you almost would have to, because you have to hunt your prey.
Okay,
right?
sure.
And to be a good hunter, you have to kind of pretend that you're not really trying to kill somebody, right? Like,
okay,
that's just, you'd have to make people believe that you're not a vampire. But then the other thing is, although I am super pale naturally, I love the warmth of the sun. And not just like necessarily on my body, maybe for a few moments, because like I kind of do have that sun resistant skin. But to lose out on that and to just hope for like the 2 warm nights all year long. Oh, it sounds awful. And like being dead or undead, the body's always cold. Like just living within my own skin sounds pretty unbearable. I also don't like small spaces. Sleeping in a coffin? No, thank you. You know? So I just feel like those large things, again, I love garlic. What am I going to do? Be like, I can't eat that?
Just salt.
Yeah.
Everything's salt.
Yeah. It would be really, really terrible. So, I mean, I don't think I could also like be a vampire, live forever, while all the humans that I know and all of my bloodline, you know, like while they're dying.
Yeah.
Maybe not all the humans, half the humans I know.
Yeah.
Are dying. I would not want to live that way. And the concept of learning things, okay, but I mean, does it really matter? Because like now I'm going to get really technical on education and stuff like that and jobs and things. Like, how are you going to keep money? You still need things as a vampire.
It'd be so easy to get money as a vampire.
Well, just steal money?
Well, no, if you got really good at stuff, you could just be good at stuff that makes money.
But like, okay, I mean, I do accounting.
Okay.
I'm not going to be doing that forever. Sure. I have a pension, you know? Like, that's going to run out.
Okay.
Money's going to run out for someone, you know, like me, you know, or Social Security. You think they're going to just fund that forever? They're not. So then, you know, like, just economically, it does not feel like that would work. And I just, well, I feel I can see what you're saying about the supernatural gifts, you know, because, you know, like, you're not killing them. Chances are they're able to regenerate, all that. Like, maybe your body might be feeling better on the inside, but feels like too much of a dark, cold, lonely life, because I don't think I'd trust other vampires either.
Well, I mean, okay. That's fair. Are you done? Yeah,
that's my answer. So the answer for me is, heck no, I don't want to be a vampire. I'm team human.
Okay, well, just to counter a couple things. Because I have to.
No, you don't.
You could just turn the heat up where you are.
But you're always cold to your bones.
No, because that's not depicted. Vampires aren't always walking around shivering. That's not true at all.
No, I know, but when they touch people, they're like, you're so cold.
Right, but that's the people that touch them, sense them to be cold. The vampires themselves don't. And you don't have to fly. You could just go real fast. Run real fast. And technically, if you can run real fast, and I think they can also swim without problems because they don't have to breathe.
Old lore says they cannot cross running water.
Interesting. Okay, well, anyway, take that away. So you can run real fast, and you could go to a warmer place that was like warm at night. You could just do that. You don't have to be stuck in Minnesota. I would definitely not be stuck in Minnesota if I was immortal. I might come visit.
Why?
Well, because I'm sure some of the people I like are going to be cool. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a always animosity relationship.
I wouldn't trust you if you were a vampire.
I didn't say you. I mean, again, I would glamour you, so that's the solution for part of my problem. But I'm talking about just like normal people. There's a lot of people in today's society that not only believe vampires are real, but like want to be like hanging out with vampires. They want to be familiars and stuff.
There are people who believe they are vampires.
I mean, of course.
More power to them.
I'm just saying, like, there's a way to make this vampire situation work out and not be, you know, always terrible, I think.
Well, okay. I disagree. my fundamental beliefs would disagree with me being able to do the job
That's
required by a vampire.
Maybe you'd be like a Van Helsing and just slaughtering vampires.
I don't know if I could do that either. Maybe.
I feel like you'd be able to get over that. You're kind of crazy.
You know what? I would. I'd be like, you're trying to kill me.
Stake to the heart.
Yeah. There you go.
You
there
get like one of them the boom boom guns that have the cylinders but just shoot out stakes. You'd be like, do, 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 do. That'd be cool.
A Tommy gun?
Sure.
That's what I would want.
Same concept, except real big.
I don't really want it, but that would be what I would choose.
Okay.
Just kind of sit there. And, I get one of those old-timey accents, you know? It'd be fun.
We could probably talk about vampires for another hour, but we shouldn't.
We shouldn't. That's it. So
there we go. We've made our cases.
We've made our cases. Now, folks, we need you to vote.
Yeah, we do.
For me.
No, for me.
I mean, who?
We got to break this tie situation.
Again, Team Human, what side are you currently on?
Well, that's unfair. Would you like to have supernatural powers? I think a lot of people would.
Okay. So
here's how you vote. You vote on Spotify.
Yes.
There will be a poll.
Yes.
You can also vote through different social media channels and find us. We're Arguing Ever After on all the things.
Yes.
You can vote there through commenting.
Follow us.
You should follow us on Spotify and all the other places. We're on Apple, we're on iHeart, we're on not Spotify. I said that already.
Rate us on your app.
Yeah.
Be a 5-star rating.
Hopefully.
That'd be good.
I'd take a 4.
I would take a 4 too.
I'd take a 4. There's nothing wrong with 80%.
You know what? I don't want a 1
That'd be sad.
star rating.
I don't think we get any of those today because our costumes are lit.
They're so legit. Anyhow, so do that and then share. Share this with all of your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends and show them this one. Be like, these people are out of their mind.
They're bonkers.
Look at their costumes.
People? Yeah.
Check this video out.
They must be vampires. Look at them.
You do look. I mean,
I'm just saying. I have the outfit.
Because if we took the horns and just put some fangs in, and like got to dark makeup, we for sure look like vampires today.
That's super fun. Well, all right. So that's what you do.
That's what you got. Thanks
y'all.
See you next time.